How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious. Welcome to the channel. We are here live on my account. And let me tell you, I am really hoping to pick up VORN. I did get an A0 Numera. I have not gotten Nastia, but we're all going to get Vixera. And VORN is so flipping strong, man. He really, really is. There's so much in this kit I really, really like. And I'm really hoping to pick him up. It's really as simple as that. Before we do, you can see I have 25,000 diamonds, 38 blue summons, my rare summoning crystals. I did get my monthly shipment. I had a good April, 65,500 diamonds. So I'm going to claim that. Very grateful for you guys for watching to allow the number to be that high, right? It's contingent upon my views. And I do want to address something. I mentioned it in my last video saying right now it says I have 25,000 diamonds, but it's going to be 90,000 because I have 65,000 coming. So thank you to Moonton. And people were like, you're so cocky, you're a jerk. And frankly, let me know if you guys don't want me to share how many diamonds I get, but I've always been of the opinion being transparent about that is so much more powerful. I mean, I'm getting the diamonds. I can pretend I didn't get them, but you'll see them there and I could lie, but I don't want to, right? I want to disclose it. I really feel like not enough people are straightforward with that kind of stuff. So to me, it's pretty important to be that. I played a lot of games in the past where I felt like the content creators were not being straight with me about how many freebies they get. And frankly, in Watch of Realms, where diamonds are really powerful, I get a lot of freebies, and it's completely boosted my account. I have the most, put it in quotes, free-to-play account of all time, right? Like this is like a whale level account at this point because I get tens of thousands of diamonds a month. But yeah, I don't have to tell you guys if you don't want, but I think that would be a lot sleazier. If it ever comes off braggadocious, I don't think it is. It's never been my intention, but I'll be even more thoughtful not to do that. I always feel like I'm saying I'm very grateful to Moonton, and I thank you guys for the views. But there we go. We had a big April. We got 65K. We're up to 90K, so we're in a pretty comfy spot here. Let's talk about the plan. I don't want to go crazy because we know Wukong's coming. I would think within 3 months maximum, Kagiri's getting a rerun, and there's going to be a new limited in between, right? They have to have a new anniversary limited. So I don't want to overextend myself. And who knows what crazy stuff they might run over the anniversary. So I really don't want to overextend myself, but I really want VORN. So I think what's fair is I'm going to do 3 legendaries. If I get VORN, I'll stop, but I will go up to 3 legendaries, and we shall see. I also have a couple divines here. If I hit 3 legendaries and I'm in a lot of pain, I might pull till 1 legendary on the divines. But I like to stockpile these things for when it's like a top tier hero I really want, like I did with Beelzebub when I pulled like 80, or a 2x by 15x. I guess now it's a 2x by 20x. That's really strong. But for now, the plan is we stick here. We get 3 legendaries unless we get VORN early. VORN is dual faction. He's a piercer and an esotericist. Key thing about him being an esotericist is Venoma is one of the lords of the esotericists. So we haven't done a Venoma prayer for a minute. Let's do it. We go to the esotericist. We click out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's click back on esotericist. Click on piercer. Back to esotericist. Let's go to Venoma. We do her clockwise. We do her counterclockwise. Oh, the goddess Venoma! Bring that stinky, sludgy, poison bastard home. Come on, VORN. Make my dreams come true. Let's go. We've pulled on 2 other accounts today. On both of them, we got VORN as our second legendary. So we've pulled 4 legendaries today, and we got 2 VORN. So those rates are good. However, 3 of those 4 legendaries we pulled with rare summons or with diamonds, and all 3 times we went to full pity. So hopefully it's not the same for me, but we'll see. You can see I very recently got a very lucky off-banner hot soot. Let's see if we can, if we're going to have to go to full pity. I don't care if we go to full pity if we're going to hit him, but going to full pity and getting an Azor, that's going to feel worse than an ass sore. Rough start, though. 0 for 2. We're going to go 0 for 3 here. What are you going to do to me, Moonton? We're going to go 0 for 3. Shout out to everyone watching live on Twitch right now. We have 126 viewers. I did all of the pulls party today on Twitch. We didn't have that many people that signed up. I think, frankly, a lot of people used all their summons for Numera, and a lot of people now are saving for Wukong or maybe the anniversary. We got Gerald in chat says he's saving for the Nascent. Fair enough. Fair enough. Looks like a rough start here. Hopefully we get him pretty soon. Hopefully I don't have to go to full pity, but yeah. Fat Cat says he goes to full pity 99% of the time. Definitely an exaggeration, but for sure, typically we all go to full pity most of the time. Statistically, that is what you'd expect with a 0.5% chance. And frankly, a wild thing about Watch of Realms is you have a 0.5% chance to get a legendary, right? That's the standard rate. So that means on average, you should get one legendary every 200 summons. It's a 1 out of 200 chance. However, because they make the pity 180, almost all of us you're basically guaranteed to hit within 190. So you're always guaranteed to beat the rates. So even though it feels bad a lot of times, hit early pity twice out of 10 times, go to full pity 8 times, hit early twice, and you're getting a legendary every 140 summons typically. You know, actually the average, I need to do a full study on it. I wouldn't even need to track stuff. I could just do math. I just sit down and do it. I believe it's about 125 summons on average it takes to get a legendary. I know it doesn't feel like that, but people remember the 9 straight times they went to pity and not those 2 times that they got a legendary in 20 or 30 or 40 pulls. So it's pretty crazy. Fat Cat says he's 80% plus goes to pity. I think that's completely normal, reasonable, and that is the expectation. I think too often we're all expecting the game to be more generous than it is, and the game is already really, really generous. I do think we need banner pity because it's been such a mess lately. That's a video I've been working on a lot behind the scenes. We need to have some kind of X number of heroes, then you're guaranteed, or a progressive rate up chance, 20x, then 25x, then 30x, something like that. But as it stands now, it's pretty crazy. We got a hollow. All right, I'm on to the diamonds. So we used our 38 blues. We've already used about 5,000 diamonds. We're going to full pity. Let's see, how deep have we already gotten? We're pretty deep in it, I feel like. Where's that hot sit I pulled? There's the hot sit, and then so we're 100 pulls deep, halfway there, living on a prayer. Make it 110. Make it 110. Can we hit even a little early? A lot of times lately I hit at like 150. Oh, 120. We'll take it. All right. First early hit of the day. I was lucky to have it on my account. Wish we could have hit early for the viewers, but we did get them VORN really early. So let's see. Can I be a one and done? VORN? No. That is A8 Lucius, I do believe. Lucius is one of my I believe that's the 9th Lucius I've ever pulled. That's a tough pill to swallow. They're slapping me in the face. That is 100 awakening coins. Cool. All right, we'll keep going. We'll go for 2 more. I'll tell you, if I pull 2 more dupes of heroes I already have A5, the way you guys see me pull dupes, you would think I have every character in the game A5. I think I have 20% of the normal legendaries A5, something like that. I've got like 15 of them, something like that. Yeah, right? No, maybe I even have like 12, right? I think there's 66 or 67 now, normal legendaries. Somewhere between 66 and 68. And I have between 12 and 15 maxed, I think. Definitely less than 20. So definitely well less than a third. Less than a quarter even, I would think. But it seems like I'm always pulling a lot. Saviron says he pulled 9 Val in one weekend. You're right, that is worse. I don't know if you mean Valeria or Valkyra. But I pulled 7 Valkyra, I believe, on my account. Valeria I don't have max, so that I wouldn't mind. Yeah, they throw Lucius. There's a couple ones. There's 3 heroes I pulled 10 times. Cratch, Zealot2, and Boreas. So 2 of them are really good. Or one of them's really good. One of them used to be really good. Zealot2, with all the new fighters, is just falling off the map. Kind of, they did her dirty. At this point, they need to buff Zealot2. If you told me I would say that in September 2023 when Zealot2 was the greatest fighter there ever was, you know? I mean, Zealot2 Pyros was everything. That was like my whole life. That was my whole dream. But yeah, and then there's a few others I've pulled a bunch. I think I pulled Calypso about 7 times. I pulled Valkyra 7 or 8 times. I know I've pulled Lucius 9 times. So Nismo says he's on A9 hot sit. That's a pretty good one to be A9 on. I'm fortunate to have A3 hot sit. But pretty crazy hot sit, since they even the rates, the hot sit drops are so much better. I never pulled an off banner hot sit until like 2 months ago, and now I've pulled 2. And I pull them for viewers all the time now, when before it was just unheard of. Hot sit, if you don't know, if you're new to the game, had her own rarity bucket, however you want to describe it. She was rarer than every single normal unit in the game, including normal legendaries, except for Morgan and Leia. She was in a class of her own in terms of rarity.
She still is, buddy.
But now, aside from when they do the weird, funky rate up stuff they're doing, she is even with all the other legendaries. So that's pretty good. Let's see. We are deep in it now. Let me take a little peek. How many has it been since that Lucius? It's already been a ton. Holy crap. I'm already 110, 118 since Lucius. working our whole way towards another full pity. I say another, but the other one was like 120. But looks like we're getting there now. Feels bad. It does. Feels really bad, I would say. Come on, baby. Nope. Ay, 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 ay. Please, 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 please. Just, I think, so we pulled on 2 other accounts. On both of those accounts, the second legendary was VORN. Can we just keep that energy going? All right, we're going to full pity. This is guaranteed full pity at this point. They also, since like 2 updates ago, there's always a lag when you click to summon again. It's like, tuk, tuk, and like the third try, it works for me. I mean, it's all lagging. Nope. There you go. It's so annoying. You used to be able to. There's a video where I ripped through these things in like 2 seconds. Someone like had to go and he wanted to see the summons and he had like 50,000 diamonds. We did it all at once. All right, there's pity. Legion Dark Elf says that means he's coming. I hope so. I mean, this is a successful session if that's him. It was worth the wait. We did have to do a lot of summons, over 300 summons. Can this be him, please? Ka-ching, man. 3 accounts today. Every single account we got VORN as the second legendary. We didn't pull a single Helga. You know, they said they looked into the rates and sorry, Fastidious, maybe your study had some bias. Maybe things were wrong. I don't know. The rates seem a lot better today. I'm kind of joking. Super small sample size. But hey, we will take it, baby. 3 accounts, 6 total legendaries, 3 VORNs. Those were my summons. So, yeah, look forward to it. I'm going to do the big APOC 2 guide that I wanted to do, the Semra guide on test server, because I want to show Vixera and then I want to show Nastia. But, you know, I'm about to get Vixera. I obviously have A0 VORN. I have A0 Numera. So that could be pretty fun, right? We've got, where's my Numera hiding? Oh, she in Overflow too. I never even take her out. Well, you'll be able to see them all together then. Yeah, there's my Numera. There's my VORN. There's my millionth Lucius. We'll take it, baby. We will take it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Venoma for answering our prayers. Thank you to Moonton for all the diamonds. Thank you to all you guys for watching all my videos. So I got all the diamonds. And yeah, we're cooking. We're in pretty good shape. After the sell-off, we'll be over 70K, probably with events and stuff. I'll be in pretty good shape for Wukong. And I think I'm going to pull pretty hard for Wukong because my Wukong's A0. I have 5 Soul Stones. Been saving these Soul Stones forever. Yeah, I would love to pull at least, obviously we'll get the guarantee. I'd love to pull 1 more. Then I could put 1 into Wukong, 3 into Kigiri, and still have 1 Soul Stone left over. That's my big plan. So there we go, guys. Thank you so, so much. I've been Fastidious. Subscribe to the channel. Share with your mother. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.